Hey, Ronnie,
Hello.
you know how you like to eat Ritz crackers with Cheese Whiz in the bathtub?
I do.
Yeah, Facebook knows too. We'll tell you how next on Men Are So Smart. Attention, people of Earth. Welcome to another edition of Men Are So Smart. Lou Gallagher.
Corvette Ronnie.
Yeah, hey,
How you doing?
how you doing? Facebook knows literally everything about you.
Yeah.
It's all over the news.
Yes.
Some people feel that Zuckerberg has sold out.
That sounds delicious.
I know. Can we get two of those with cheese? Why do we do this show when we're so
I'm
hungry?
so hungry
Why
right
is
now.
that? Now, last week we had brats.
Yes.
You know, I'm hoping
Yeah.
that comes through here sometime soon.
That worked out well.
But we digress. Back to Facebook. Cambridge Analytica. Get used to it if you
Yeah.
haven't already heard that name enough.
Yes.
May have used Facebook's data to influence your political opinions. But why does least liked tech company Facebook have all this data about its users in the first place? Well, let's put aside Instagram, WhatsApp, and other Facebook products for a minute. Facebook has built the world's biggest social network,
Without a doubt.
but that's not what they sell. You've probably heard the internet saying if it's a product, if the product is free, it means that you are the product.
Yeah. Soylent Green is people.
No!
And it's particularly true in that case because Facebook is the world's second biggest advertising company in the world, behind only Google.
Yeah.
And that'll tell you something. During the last quarter, 2017, Facebook reported 12.97 billion with a B in revenue, including 12.78 billion from ads. That doesn't leave a lot for everything else. It's all from ads. That's 98.5% of Facebook's revenue coming from ads.
Ads aren't necessarily a bad thing, but Facebook has reached ad saturation in its news feed. So the company now has two options: creating new products and ad formats, or optimizing those sponsored posts. Facebook has reached ad saturation in its newsfeed.
Yeah, this isn't a zero-sum game. Facebook has been doing the both at the same time. That's why you're seeing more ads on Instagram and Messenger, and that's also why ads on Facebook seem more relevant than ever.
Let me tell you at this point, Ronnie, a lot of times when we have an episode that in our analytics shows that people are responding to it and it's being well liked and viewed, sometimes I will promote that ad via that show via a Facebook ad. And when you do that, the very first thing they do is they ask you, would you like to post this on Instagram as well? And you know, I thought to myself, well, for the $10 I'm going to spend, yeah, it seems like a good idea. But guess what, Ronnie? It's $10 for Facebook and $10 for Instagram, and they really hook you in on that. It seems a little deceptive, but please go on.
If Facebook can show you relevant ads and you end up clicking more often on those ads, then advertisers will pay Facebook more money. So Facebook has been collecting as much personal data about you as possible. It's all about showing you the best ad. The company knows your interests, what you buy, where you go, and who you're sleeping with. Wow.
What?
Yeah. So,
I don't even know who I'm sleeping with.
so they know my dog, I guess.
So the moral here is you can't hide from Facebook.
No.
Facebook's terms and conditions may be a giant lie. They are purposely misleading, too long and too broad, so you can't just read the company's terms of service and understand what it knows about you. That's why some people have been downloading their Facebook data. You can do it too, it's quite easy. Head over to your Facebook settings and click the tiny link that says download a copy of your Facebook data.
Yeah, in that archive file, you'll find your photos, your posts, your events, etc. But if you keep digging, you'll also find your
Oh my.
private messages on Messenger. Oh wow, that's
This is good. This story gets really good right here,
yeah.
Ronnie.
And if you keep digging a bit more, chances are you'll also find your entire address book and even metadata about your SMS messages and phone calls.
All of this is by design, and you agreed to it. Facebook has unified terms of service and share user data across all its apps and services, except WhatsApp data in Europe for now, for all of our folks that listen over in England. So if you follow a clothing brand on Instagram, you could see an ad from this brand on Facebook.com.
Messaging apps are privacy traps.
Yes, listen to this.
But Facebook has also been using this trick quite a lot with Messenger. You might not remember, but the onboarding experience on Messenger is really aggressive. On iOS, the app shows you a fake permission pop-up to access your address book that says "Okay" or "Learn more." The company is using a fake pop-up because you can't ask for permission twice.
There's a blinking arrow below the OK button to make it really obvious for you.
Push here.
If you click on Learn More, guess what? You get a giant blue button that says Turn On. Everything about this screen is misleading, and Messenger tries to manipulate your emotions. Messenger only works when you have people to talk to, it says. Nobody wants to be lonely. That's why Facebook implies that turning on this option will give you friends.
Nah, not likely.
Probably not.
Yeah. Even worse, it says if you skip this step,
Yeah.
you'll need to add each contact one by one to message them.
Don't already do that.
This is simply a lie, as you can automatically talk to your Facebook friends using Messenger without adding them one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next time you pay for a burrito with your credit card, Facebook will learn about this transaction and match this credit card number with the one you added in Messenger.
Whoa, dude.
Dang.
You don't need to know about my burrito habits.
Yeah.
Please, they're between me and the bell. All right. If you tap on Not Now, Messenger will show you a fake notification every now and then to push you to enable contact syncing. If you tap on Yes and disable it later, check it out. Facebook still keeps all your contacts on its servers. Now,
That's dirty.
on Android, you can let Messenger manage your SMS messages. Of course, you guessed it, Facebook uploads all your metadata. Facebook knows who you're texting, when, and how often.
Yeah. And even if you disable it later, Facebook will keep this data for later reference.
What else do they have to do with it?
Oh boy, but Facebook doesn't stop there.
Of course
the
not.
company knows a lot more about you than what you can find in your downloaded archive. The company asks you to share your location with your friends. Company tracks your web history on nearly every website on earth using embedded JavaScript.
But my favorite thing is probably peer-to-peer payments. In some countries, you can pay back your friends using Messenger. It's free.
Wow.
You just have to add your card to the app. That doesn't sound dangerous.
How convenient.
Yeah. It turns out that Facebook also buys data about your offline purchases.
Ooh.
The next time you pay for a burrito, why do they keep talking about my burrito?
And we're so hungry anyway.
You know, that's between me and my burrito. The next time with your credit card, Facebook will learn about this transaction and match it with the one you added in Messenger. In other words, Messenger is a great Trojan horse to learn everything about you.
And the next time an app asks you to share your address book, there's a 99% chance that this app is going to mine your address book to get new users, spam your friends, improve ad targeting, and sell email addresses to marketing companies.
I didn't give you permission, did I?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, apparently you did. I could say the same thing about all the other permission groups on your phone. Be careful when you install an app from the Play Store or open an app for the first time on iOS. It's easier to enable something if a feature doesn't work without it than to find out that Facebook knows everything about you.
Now there is one last hope, Skippy. And that hope is GDPR. We encourage you to read TechCrunch's Natasha Lomas' excellent explanation of GDPR to understand what the European regulation is all about. Many of the misleading things that are currently happening at Facebook will have to change. You can't force people to opt in like in Messenger. Data collection should be minimized to essential features, and Facebook will have to explain why it needs all this data to its users.
If Facebook doesn't comply, the company will have to pay up to 4% of its global annual turnover, but that doesn't stop you from actively reclaiming your online privacy right now. You can't be invisible on the internet, but you have to be conscious about what's happening behind your back. Every time a company asks you to tap OK, think about what's behind this pop-up. You can't say that nobody told you.
No, this whole episode is to warn you.
So I have a really disturbing story.
Oh, please.
I went to lunch with my daughter and her best friend yesterday.
Okay.
And we were talking about Facebook and how ads pop up on there, and it's stuff that you've recently looked at.
Yep.
Her and her mother had gone to a very large retailer, a nice clothing retailer here in town.
Does it start with an N?
It does.
Okay.
And she picked up a dress and she looked at it, didn't buy it. They did buy something out of that same department. Can't remember what it was, she said. But regardless, they didn't buy the dress. They went home, they got on Facebook, and what do you suppose was on her ad?
Hold on, let me think.
It was the
The
dress.
dress?
The
No.
dress that they did
It's
not
just a
even
coincidence.
buy.
Just a coincidence.
That's, yeah.
Really?
That's a little too crazy. Now, how? So they're thinking, well, because we have a phone and they can track in what part of the store we're in, basically, maybe they just know. But I mean, it was the exact dress that they had picked
How
up.
do they know that they touched that dress?
That is way too bizarre. Coincidence?
You be the judge.
I think not.
Wow, it happens all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
On my Facebook feed, all the time. I don't even have to say things out loud.
Yeah.
They just know I'm thinking it. How do they do that?
Well, I was mad for a while. I was shopping for a lawnmower about a year ago.
Yeah. Oh, careful. You're going to get lawnmower ads.
And that's no lie. They popped up on there for months, even after I bought it, though. I'm like, hello, I bought the lawnmower now. You can stop showing me ads.
Yeah, I don't need to.
I just need one. Yeah.
Just the one will do. But you have a backyard, too.
That's true.
Who wants to push it all the way back
Yeah.
there? Why not have a second mower? Wow, that's all you need. Well, I got to tell you, there have been many an article that have come out in the last week or so with regard to this issue. And some of them have had steps that show you what your history is by going to settings. You'll find it if you do a little research. In fact,
Yeah.
I'll do my best to try to find a link to that and have it below. But I went to those things and I looked. There was a ton of stuff that I deleted. And what was funny about it was, as I was deleting, I was thinking to myself, where are these going?
Right. Yes.
They're not just going away.
No.
It's impossible. There's a stamp on that that's linked to your Facebook account. I'm certain of it. And I'm not that tech savvy. But I know that much.
Well, the reality is, we walk around with GPS in our pockets
Yep.
all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So this shouldn't be, if it concerns you, delete your Facebook account.
Which takes about 3 or 4 days
Yes.
before it actually deactivates.
And
it doesn't go away.
No, not really. But the problem is, I would guess that maybe 2% of people will actually do that.
Yeah.
And that would be the super paranoid people that do it.
Well, speaking of, excuse me, super paranoid, I've been seeing all kinds of articles, as I just mentioned, about these little quizzes that you take online.
Yeah. Oh, those are the worst.
Okay, so like about, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, I just completely, you can see right through this scheme. with the questions that they ask about you, some of them don't even really pertain or aren't even germane to what the
quiz.
to the quiz is.
Yeah.
And, you know, do you like to vacation? Will you be vacationing in the next 2 weeks?
Right.
Really? Huh? Who needs to know that?
Yeah.
Somebody breaking into your house? Possibly. You don't know.
Yep.
Don't take these quizzes, my friends. Oh, and if I might add one more thing, Ronnie.
Yeah.
One more thing. If you send me a link to save something or someone or
share
find
it.
out if Jesus loves me, it stops with me.
Right.
So don't bother.
Yep.
I don't do that kind of crap.
I don't either.
Don't send it to me. I got a guy who's a friend of mine from high school that does it all the time.
Yeah, I don't do those either.
Yeah.
I've got enough friends that do that, and it's the same thing. It's dead end with me. I'm not taking the quiz. I'm not doing any of that.
I'm not saving anybody through my Facebook page with a like or a share.
No.
So, all right. If you'd like to find our Facebook page, it's Men Are So Smart. And we really don't ask you quizzes or anything like that.
No.
We just kind of talk and post about men stuff and our show as well. We'd love to have you like the page and follow us. That
You might
would
want
be
to
great.
block your camera, though, if you have a front view camera. We may be peeking.
What are you wearing right there? Are those yellow? I've never seen yellow pants like that. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Give it a like if you would. Hope you learned something about Facebook. If you did and enjoyed, please subscribe to our page. We would be grateful.
Yeah.
I'm Lou Gallagher,
I'm Corvette Ronnie.
and this has been Men Are So Smart. Facebook is watching you.